Check, 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 check. Okay, all right. We should be good now. We should be good. Trying to get the damn settings all together and everything all together, but we're here. First episode. Coast to Coast. It's back. People, it's back. Give it up for the damn show, ladies and gentlemen. Coast to Coast is back. Oh my gosh. It's your boy CK. Ones and twos with the homie B-War. You remember that guy? Yeah, he exists. Oh my gosh. But more importantly, the new guy. He ain't new, but he's new. But he's new, but he's not new, but he's new. The homie, Mr. Steven. Tell him to get it up for Steve. What up, Steve? Episode 1. Y'all can't hear it, but there's clapping going on. Can y'all hear it? Y'all can't hear it. Damn, y'all can't hear it. I'll make sure y'all can hear it next time. What's up, y'all? Guys, basketball. Coast to coast.
Basketball.
We're live.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, man? I gotta ask a real question though. Would you guys? How would you guys have been with another week of nonstop coverage on Bronny James, bro?
I never asked you. Steve. How did you feel about it?
Are you asking a Laker fan or just like a basketball?
No, I'm asking the Laker fans. No, I'm asking the Laker fans on that one for real.
Nah, it's been a trip. I'm ready. I'm just ready for actual basketball.
Yeah.
And whatever preseason is, it's I'm glad it's over with at this point because
what you mean, man? What you mean? You that wasn't basketball y'all was playing?
What you guys were doing was actually basketball. You know, the Knicks actually.
Nah, what was happening on our side was psycho. You know, we were playing some heavy minutes for our starters. You know, Tom Thibodeau way, baby.
You know how
the only way to play for him.
He knows how it is.
Yeah.
Like soccer practice over there. Bronny thing was and then I think for his sake it was a lot just because like the we get it. It's his son. Those who've seen him, we know he could play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just kind of like, all right, he can play, guys. People who don't know him, that's I'm assuming they never watched him.
Right.
So at that part, maybe I get that part. Like you're like, I'm over it, or it's too much. It deserves it because it's one of the greatest players. His kid.
His kid, yeah.
Seen this before. 10 years from now, you know, maybe there'll be more, but this is the first. So the first always gets the most coverage. You know what I mean?
So I guess just to get it out of the way so we can say we talked about it and, you know, if we wanted to, you know, try and clickbait it, we can clickbait it. For real, though, like, you know, do you guys think that the coverage is overblowing the fact that he is a second rounder, or is it warranted because, like you were just saying, Steve, because he's the son, the heir to the king? Do you feel like it is warranted for him to be getting as much hate / love / media attention? Go ahead, Brandon. You go ahead and start, bro. I'm curious.
I mean, I think it's a combination of both.
I want Laker fan response before you give the political answer. I want Laker fan response.
Laker fan response.
I do. I really do.
Publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's cool. It's you know, it's obviously Rob and Jeannie are going to get their money all from this, and it's worth it. In that retrospect, they're going to get some, you know, money that's not necessarily affiliated with what they usually get in terms of money. So, kudos for that. It's good. It's good on that part. But from a basketball standpoint, it's obvious that there's signs that he can play.
Yeah.
It's just not here yet at the NBA level. As you can see, that little nifty layup that he had. I think if he really wants to be able to get some minutes with this Laker team, one, I think some serious injuries need to happen or some serious trades. Or two,
wait. You think there's a possibility that he gets run in 2024, 2025? I'm not trying to
think
be facetious. I'm genuinely asking.
I think early on, just because of how depleted we are as a team.
For sure.
And not to mention, like I said, it's a very much a break glass in case of emergency kind of situation. If he's in the court, if he's in the game, I'm a little concerned. But to say, I think his ceiling is honestly, and people chat's gonna kill me. Avery Bradley. Is that disrespectful for me to say?
I don't think that's disrespectful at all. I think that's a not a low ceiling now because Avery Bradley was nice. Let me not say that. I don't think that's disrespectful at all. I don't think so.
Like Boston years. I don't think that's.
What other years were there for Avery Bradley? Oh, that's right.
What?
I forgot. Sorry, I forgot. Y'all had him. My fault. I'm already forgetting. I'm like, what are other years than Boston years for Avery Bradley? My fault. Steve, how you feel, bro?
Yeah, Avery Bradley's that is a high regard in terms of what he's known for. I would probably be more like D'Anthony Melton. You know him, you don't know him. I don't know if his ceiling is extremely high, just the way the game is built. Sure, he could star in his role. I don't know that maybe he has JJ can see that. It'd be hard for him to be seen that way, given who his dad is. But if he plays 10 years in the league, as you know, that's pretty good. I don't know if there's a ceiling other than can he be in the NBA. Me personally, when you're the second round and you're a late pick, it's just more can you get the second and third contracts.
Facts.
You know, so many Jokic's and Draymond Greens and Ginobili's who are going to be Hall of Fame players in the second round. The rest are can you get second and third contracts? That would just be my focus. He already got a guarantee, had a great agent, but realistically for me, Lakers are not. Just can you get second and third?
Yeah.
Great agent, great bloodline. Yeah.
Yeah. So if he could do that, I think he has the IQ. I mean that
for sure.
Everybody got that, but I wouldn't put it on a player as long as he gets better. I think he's gotten better from summer league to now. To see in the court, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be sad if I see him on the court.
Damn. I get that.
We can't be that depleted if he on the court, bro.
Maybe if y'all blowing another team out, maybe
Not even then. That's just the depth is too deep. We got too many guards. We're at 30-point lead. Like he in the game.
Right.
Hey, that's just me, but
you're right. Yeah, and again, I'm outside perspective because not even connected to my franchise. He looks like a second round talent. I mean, the thing is, he got all the publicity because he is who he is. But I mean, if you're comparing him to a lot of the other second rounders in the league, he looks great. So it's like, from that perspective, like I'm not worried about him talent wise. Steven brings up a good point. It's about looking on to if he's going to get that second contract for sure. But the thing is, the shot's not going on yet, but you can tell he's a shooter. You see the clips, you see the video, you see the work that he's putting in. He's going to be a shooter, which is already a great step to have to try and thrive in this league. And he's got a high IQ for defense, which for his size, he's going to need. So I think he has the right two things going for him that it just comes down to the work, whether it's for South Bay or like y'all were saying, maybe it might not end up ever being for the Lakers and somewhere else and some other G League team or whatever down the line. But to me, man, looking at it away from the last name on his jersey, bro, he looks like a great second round player. He looks like a good second round player. And that's about it. If he plays for y'all this year, I'm with Steven. Y'all got too much depth, you got too much depth at the guard position where unless JJ Redick is just saying F you to everybody, I'm going to play this kid because I like him, I don't see any other reason why he would be playing in a regular season game, especially not in the beginning part right now. But we'll see. I'm hoping for it. Again, I'm playing into the meme. I'm all for Bronny James thriving. I want to see it. I hope for it. I hope that because the hate on an 18-year-old kid to me is insane. Just because of a last name, I think that's crazy. I really hope it works out. But calling a spade a spade, he looks like a second rounder. He needs time, and hopefully, the G League works out for him. But I didn't mean to start off with Bronny James. I wanted to make the joke, and then it turned into a conversation. I did not mean to start with that, but
be that way.
You know what he did. You know what he did.
Yeah, and y'all played along. This is gonna be a great year. We're gonna have a great season, bro, man.
Oh, Cap Mike Conley, that's crazy.
But
that's the thing. Ceiling is high. Like, that's what I'm saying. Avery Bradley has a ceiling. I feel like that's like, I like the Drew Holidays as a ceiling. Doesn't mean he's gonna ever reach the ceiling. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like a Drew Holiday, Avery Bradley. I don't think that's crazy at all. I mean, that's a good ceiling to have. I mean, Avery Bradley had a great career, So I don't think it's crazy to say that. But yeah, Bronny James. Look at us. We talked about Bronny James seconds into our first episode, man. Shout out to the chat. We got a chat. We got people in here. People who are making fun of the storied Loch Ness monster that is Coast to Coast. We gonna be better this year, man. TK gonna try not to be overworked to make sure that this show survives, because I'm excited to talk hoops with my boys. Steven, I can't wait for y'all to hear Steven's takes, because he's the new one to the show, but you guys know Steven, and you already know B-War. Me and B-War have had many battles on this show, good, bad, and in between. So I'm excited for us to be back here, and we appreciate you guys rocking with us on this first episode where I purposefully did not share or say nothing. This is just a test in the water, like, who actually still cares? And I appreciate y'all for being here, man. We're gonna have a good time today. But we got a lot to talk about, fellas. We got a lot to talk about. But look, when it comes to basketball, all three of us are like kids at heart. We're just excited that NBA basketball is back, minus Knicks, minus Lakers. We just glad hoops were back. I know you two. You guys are like me when it comes to that. So I just want to hear, even if it is a Laker take, that's cool. But just in general, like, what is the thing that you are most excited about when it comes to the 2024-2025 NBA season? What are you most excited for?
Go ahead, Steve.
Honestly, I'm most excited to see Ant-Man.
I like that one.
And I'm most excited to see him for two reasons. He got to play with killers for a whole, and I'm sure he felt like he was the best, but when you're the best and you see what best looks like in highest moments, I'm expecting an MVP season. Like, I just think the behind him, I think he left there going, I know what they do. I'm just gonna cook. I'm most excited to see him. I'd like him to take his team the number 1 seed. I like to see how he responds with no Cat. I mean, sure, Cat was great, but great players like him, I want to watch every game of him play. I haven't been excited about a player like that since Cavaliers Kyrie, but something about Ant-Man, bro. It is
built different.
He's got it.
Like, I want to watch you play every game. I expect that team to be good. Team's good, but dominant, because the beast has been born in that sense. That's what I hope to see from him playing with AD, LeBron, Steph.
That was my question. That was what my question was going to be. Like, what do you expect him and the T-Wolves to look like? This was the number 1 team last year at a point. What do you expect with Julius Randle? I love the Dante fit. Julius Randle's still not sure because we don't know what the short are going to look like. But what do you think that some of the guys plus an Ant that you're expecting to just take over, what do you think they're going to look like? I know we're going to talk about rankings later.
Yeah, rankings, they're high for me. I won't give where, but you might be a little surprised. I have them high. Okay. I think Julius is a fit to what they need in regards to the type of player they just play with him. I mean, given his history, obviously with other teams, but Julius has never played with a guy like this in his prime. I know he was rookie with Kobe, different, but he's with somebody who is just, I feel like, don't call you out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. That, yes.
I think they have a great coach who is going to, not afraid. We don't have to tell around. Like, we already good, bro. Just come and give us buckets, work hard. Like, I just think that surrounding him should make him better, but led by Ant-Man. Like, I imagine there are moments, you probably never had teammates where they're like, go eat. Like, go get a bucket, where he the bucket getter, but also know when I got the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I think that group will be pretty good. Dante DiVincenzo kind of makes it even easier because he gives them extra sniper shooter.
Yeah.
So I think that team is pretty good because they could play any kind of way. You could take Rudy out and go Nas, Julius, Ant-Man, McDaniels, like there are so many ways that I'm sure Chris Finch is like,
Yeah,
he
man.
could do a lot of damage.
And Chris Finch is excited about Julius, so I mean, who knows what he's
would
gonna
be too, man. I know. Given the team though, like
Yeah.
other teams, are you asking to be number one? He is number two to me.
Okay.
The type of number two he could be with a team like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited for this team.
B, you said you were gonna say something?
I was just saying Ant-Man's personality, I think is sold on a lot of people. So I appreciate him just on that level as well.
Facts.
Shut up, Warner. Turner. He says it's a shadow. Like I asked him about my life.
Oh, we gonna get him right, man. This is episode 1. Watch how Steven look episode 5, bro. If there's an episode 5. All right. That's for the chat. That's for the chat. B-War, what you excited for, bro? Someone in the chat said part of my answer. So go ahead. What you got, B-War?
I saw the Zoe comment, but
Yeah,
I'm excited for the guy that was playing against us in the championship game in the Olympics, Wemby. And CK, you can attest to this too. When we first saw him at Summer League, that man looked like a deer in headlights. He did not look good at all. A lot of people that were undersized had no business being able to defend him. Or
he let
him everywhere. Yeah. And to see him go from there, have his first NBA season, playing in the Olympics, I'm excited, dude. I think I'm buying the stock now, if there is any other stock to buy. But I'm genuinely excited to see how he's doing. Do I think maybe he can get a 10th, 11th seed, be very sneaky in that play-in tournament towards the end? Maybe. But
that's as far as you got. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead to the rankings, but that's as far as you got. I'm just still the bottom of the West. I know it's deep.
Yeah, no, okay. That's primarily the reason why. I think his team is still going to be solely led by him, obviously. But there's some really good young pieces. Steven kept telling me I need to watch their two guard, starts with a V.
Oh, my boy Vassell, the one that the Knicks didn't want to draft. Yeah. I know him very well. Yeah, Devin Vassell.
And I'm sure if they can turn whatchamacallit.
The Knicks are just fine.
Yeah, but it's PTSD. But we got Mikal Bridges. It took how many years when I wanted them to draft him? We move. Go ahead. Sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
But they just have a lot of young assets, and hopefully they can develop them in a timely manner. And if anything, I think Wemby's going to make them want to speed up that process. So a lot to prove that he personally wants to prove.
Are you purposefully keeping out almost Laker Chris Paul in the conversation?
Chris Paul's going to help a lot.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to say it. I was like, we ain't talking.
But that's the thing, though. If he's healthy, you know how he is. The last couple.
Right.
So I want him, and I think he will, no matter what. If he's on the bench, if he's in the game, he's still going to be a helping hand. It's just a matter of how available is he going to be. So that's my dude that I'm excited for.
Yeah. No, I like that answer. I like that answer a lot. It's one of those things where it's like, it reminds me of like Zion Williamson. Like you almost forget about that kind of a talent because you're already moving on to the next best thing. But yeah, Webenyama's in year 2, and he's probably going to be just as exciting, if not more. So I like that answer. Webenyama, Ant-Man, those are great answers. Great answers for sure. I wanted to come on here and be boring and be like, man, my Knicks, man, they're going to beat. No, but that's not my answer. My honorable mention was honestly written down as what Magic823 said was Lonzo Ball. Y'all know that I've been a Lonzo Ball stan from the get. I'm talking about Chino Hills to now. The kid missed 1,000 and some odd days, and he came back and already looked like he was already going to be in 15 minutes, looked really good, helping out that team off the bench. Lord hoping that he's able to, withstand that throughout the entire season. I know he's obviously going to have to miss days, pull a little bit of Kawhi Leonard time by skipping back-to-backs and stuff like that. But definitely excited and hopeful for Lonzo Ball. Don't want the Bulls to be too damn good, but for him, for his career, for him going forward, I hope that he's able to withstand that crazy surgery and be able to play. That was my honorable mention. But,
He gets traded.
Huh? Please get him out of there.
he gets traded.
Oh my God, please get him out of there. They got Josh Giddey up over there. Yeah, please get him out of there. That'd be great. I don't think they will, but that'd be great if they could get him out of there. But yeah, no, honestly, yeah, I'm looking around and, I'm going to say it because, if I'm not going to say Knicks, I'm going to go Knicks adjacent. I'm looking at my young Bucks in Toronto, bro. I'm really hoping that they take over that North team in Canada and Emmanuel Quickly, who just got paid, and my guy RJ Barrett, the two of them going in there, and everyone's being told that Scotty Barnes is the guy. B. Warren knows how I feel about Scotty Barnes. Not the biggest Scotty Barnes fan, but allegedly he's supposed to be the future of that team. But I really feel like
Scotty Barnes.
I'm not a crazy Scotty Barnes fan. I'm not. I just feel like he's just not all there in between the ears, and I think that's the one thing that's missing for him when it comes to that team. But I think, look, the same point that we brought up about Anthony Edwards. RJ Barrett went and played for Team Canada, and he was like their best player when you got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the squad. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm hoping that he's able to bring that to that same Toronto Raptors team. Emmanuel Quickly goes in there and balls out and looks like the guy that all Knicks fans really want him to be. I hope those two guys go over there. And again, don't be too good because you're still in our division. You can go 0-4 against the Knicks. But I'm looking forward to seeing them grow. I'm a fan of of the work. And I think both of those guys are going to do a good job at bringing that team to some sort of greatness at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. So I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to all my other Knicks. I'm looking at you too, Julius Randle. Let's see what you got over there in the West, so I don't have to worry about you.
No. Don't worry about him. Ain't nobody.
I like Julius and Ant, bro.
Steven, the only.
I like Julius and Ant, man. There's gonna be memes this year. I'm telling you, there's gonna be comedy ensuing. Ant gonna be Ant in crazy, out there self, and it's gonna be a video of Julius looking at him like, "What the hell is this kid doing?" And it's gonna be comedy. I'm telling you, we gonna get memes with the two of them. Just wait for it. Just wait for it.
I'm not sure how you have that much faith in the T-Wolves as a whole. I understand.
I don't. I didn't say that. Was Steven. Steven said that. I didn't say that.
Yeah, I understand Ant. I
believe in Chris Finch, man.
That part I agree with you.
Sucks.
Yeah, I agree with Chris Finch.
And they have made it far with him in that. I don't like the amount of memes we've heard about Rudy Gobert, and he plays for the Timberwolves, and they made it what? They beat the Nuggets. Like, so you know what I mean? Like, I just think with organized basketball, with a coach like him and an alpha, yeah, I just think the opportunity to maximize his skill set is there. I mean, he will have his meme moments, but I just think the upside was not, like, for example, in practice with him and Oz Reed, like, that to me is like, yeah, buddy, like, you get to work or you gonna be watching me play. Like, I think Nas has a type of with that type of group because everyone on that team, like, the year all of a sudden, A-Man goes, I got Jaden McDaniels, and then.
Jaden McDaniels on that. That's my guy. Yeah, man, you're right. They pretty deep. You, Steven, you actually selling to me, bro.
I'll tell you what's watching him just talk. He was mad he got traded, so he bringing some energy too. I just think that team.
But the
play
thing,
any kind of way.
The thing with Julius for me is it's not even hating on Julius Randle, the player, as much as I would like to, But it's not even that. It's just I'm still worried that the shoulder might be a bigger factor than he thought. And then we think. I'm just a little worried about that. We saw him airball that.
But there's no pressure for him to be that for this team right now.
True.
So he can fill up, and when he ready, when he play, they're going to be like, just give me 10 and 15, bro. If not, we got Ant-Man.
It's either going to go extremely well for Julius, and all Knicks fans can attest to this because it's contract year for him, or it's going to go extremely poor just because of that injury. So you don't get anywhere in between. It's gonna be hit or miss with Julius. So I mean, I hope you're right, Steve, but at the same time, I hope you're wrong. For our Lakers.
For Lakers' sake, I get that. I get that. All right, well, we kind of alluded to it a little bit because we were talking about teams and players that we're excited about, but the power rankings, man, we got to talk about the craziness that's going to be this season. It's crazy because I watched some of our old episodes, and like how easy it seemed for us to say our top 8 for both conferences back then. Like, yeah, we would struggle a little bit in the West, but we were going through them pretty easy. Now, fast forward to 2024. While we were waiting for you to get your camera and your audio together, me and Steven were talking. Steven was talking about how he's on his 4th iteration of the Western Conference Power Rankings.
Yeah.
Like, we trying to figure out what it is. Yeah, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different. You know, obviously the East, it's probably a little top heavy, and you know, it's like a crapshoot at the bottom, 6 down. But we gonna try our best to attempt. Now, if you're new to the show, myself and Brandon before, and Steven, I can't wait to get you involved in this now. We would always do a thing where we would predict what we think the power rankings are this early on in the season, and we would make one change to our prediction in the middle of the year. All right. Now I'm asking you, Brandon. Do you want to keep that stipulation, Steven? Please let me know how you feel about that. Or are we standing on business with whatever we put pen to paper on today, October 21st?
Trade deadline change stuff, man.
Trade deadline says, Steven, you over there standing on business.
Trade deadline changes stuff, man.
So here's the thing: we only, and you can only make one shift, Steve. So like you can only move like one team down and then adjust everything else. You can only do one change trade deadline. But Brandon's saying stand on business.
The reason I say is because with the new CBA,
right,
and people getting money and stuff, it is hard for people to move. But if that one team makes that finesse, that changes a lot. Some people stuck with players no matter what.
Okay.
It's the reason Cat got traded. Hey, was just like,
what'd you say?
Money over you, dog.
We're looking at Chicago.
Anybody looking at no damn Chicago. All right. So B says stand on business. Steve says change. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm with Steve. Give me that midseason change. Steven brings up a good point, bro. Here's the thing: because of the new CBA, I expect more mid-season moves than we've seen in a lot of recent years. I feel like some of these guys are not going to be getting the money they want to get, so they're going to have to be forced to move by the deadline, so they can go to a place where they're going to get more money in the future. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of shifts. I think Miami might make a big-ish move in a Miami sense at that point. So give me the 1 to 2 changes in mid-season to my power rankings, please. So that's 2 to 1.
Right.
That's 2 to 1. Already off to a great start. B, we're taking an L already. I love it. Oh my god.
That's fine. It's all good.
All good. All right. That being said, though, do we want to go down? Let's do the East first. I think the East is pretty similar for everybody. Let's go down to everybody's East. Steve went first. B-War, you go first this time. Eastern Conference. We're going 1 to 10. If you only did 1 to 8, we'll do 1 to 8. No big deal. But
I did 1 to 8, so I got 6 total.
Okay.
I got obviously the Celtics 1.
Okay.
Hard to put them there. I got New York 2.
Appreciate you.
I have Philly 3, Magic 4, Cleveland 5, Milwaukee 6, Heat 7, and then Indiana 8. But in my actual power,
8.
Not go to 10.
No, I'm not. I didn't go that far because the rest of those teams.
So just leave out your last 2, Steve. I'll leave out my last 2 as well. All right. For me, I'm so sorry. Can you run that list one more time? 1 to 8. I'm ready.
We got Celtics.
New
York. Philly. Magic.
Orlando.
Cleveland. Milwaukee. Miami. And Indiana.
Wow. Okay.
And you got them boys down.
Interesting. He got a lot of boys down. All right. I want to rapid fire everybody's predictions first, and then we'll break it down. All right, Steve, what you got for me, player?
Going from 1 to 8.
1 to 8.
All right, I got.
Wait, sorry. Who was 8? Who was 8? Steve B-Ward? My bad. I didn't write it down.
Indiana.
Got it. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Steve.
1 Celtics. 2 Knicks. 3 Bucks. 4 Sixers. 5 Magic. 7 Pacers. 6 Pacers. 7 Cavs. And the Heat at 8.
Okay. And then I guess that goes to me then. You put Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Sixers, Magic, Pacers, Cavs, and then Heat 8. And then you had Heat 7, Pacers 8 for you. All right. For me, I'm locking in. I got Stupid Boston 1 as well. I have Bucks 2. I have Knicks 3. Sixers. I'll be different. Give me Magic 4. Sixers 5. That's for you, Cap. This is where I got mixed up. At 6. Yeah, give me Cavs at 6. Miami. Oh, no. Did I say Milwaukee? I said them second, right? Yeah. Okay, just making sure. Sorry. Just making sure I'm not all mixed up. Oh, no, I'm looking. Yeah, no, this is right. 7, Miami. I don't know if I like this anymore. I'm trying to think. Do I want to keep them at 8 or move them to 9?
I switched mine on the spot too, so as I said it, I switched.
Yeah, bro. Okay, from the top one more time. Celtics, Bucks, Knicks, Magic, Sixers, Indiana, Cavs. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Indiana, Cavs 7, Heat at 8.
Why y'all got Indiana and the Sixers so high?
I put Sixers 5 and I put Indy 4. No, I didn't.
Not Sixers, sorry. The Bucks. Both of you guys had the Bucks high.
You know, here's the problem. I know Doc, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Freak and a healthy Lillard.
But Doc Rivers.
I know.
Doc Rivers' issues don't happen till the playoffs. That'll be a good regular season.
It's still an issue.
We just talking about getting there. Like,
I want to put.
I
wish I had the graphic today.
Hot Pockets got his boy Prince. Like, those are improvements in areas, but I just alone.
Dame was healthy last season.
Yeah, but he went through a lot last year.
Dame wasn't healthy. Like, he was gone. I mean, he wasn't healthy. He was healthy-ish.
They're not even healthy now because Middleton ain't starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
So he was healthy enough to finish out most of the regular season, right? We all can agree on that.
No.
I
feel like he could have played more.
Like all 82 or
no. Because how many games did he play? He played like, wasn't it 58, 60 something?
I think it was 60 somewhere, ballpark.
Okay. All right. So then, for the sake of argument, yes. What you're saying. Continue.
What convinced you about that team to be like 3rd seed, 2nd seed to come into this season? Nothing about them retaining all their free agents.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that they brought in was Gary Trent Jr. No disrespect to Gary, but there's a reason why he was a free agent.
Much disrespect. You heard it. Gary Trent, if you're watching this show, man, he said it, not me, bro. That's on him.
There's nothing about that team that has convinced me. We're a top 3 seed and we're gonna be legitimate.
So I just think Greek alone gonna win him a lot of games.
Because we locked in.
I just think that dude is regular season. Plenty of games where he will just. I just think he's capable of just doing that. I think Malik Beasley isn't or is what he may think he is. So Gary Trent, at least in this space, is not a good defender, but he can shoot the shot. Doc Rivers, as much as I don't like him in many areas, that helps this team. I just think regular season they will knock down shots, win games. The biggest concern that I had with them last year was they didn't know what to do when the game was on the line.
Right.
That's an off season with Doc Rivers.
But a lot of that is just the inconsistencies with coaching. They went through 2 coaches and systems were changing. Yeah. No, Steve hit the nail on the head right there. Right there, Brandon. Doc Rivers and Cap, cover your ears. Doc Rivers is great in the regular season. This man will get them to look like an all-time team. Giannis, he has had what I want to say for Giannis standards, he has 2 down years in Giannis standards. So he's gonna come out here ready to fight, go out right out the gates. Like I said, Damian Lillard got an off season. He's on the team, understands what's going on, and they have a coach for hopefully the full time of the season. And I think they're gonna get Doc Rivers, regular season Doc Rivers, out of this damn team. Now here's the thing. Honestly, because we have that midseason change, I stood on business and kept them at 2. I don't think they're going to stay at 2 come trade deadline because, you're very right. You bring up a very good point. It's still the Bucks and you don't know where they're going to be at. But look, as a Knicks fan watching this team play, they make a lot of discombobulated look pretty. And a lot of the time when you feel like that, you got them figured out, you don't have them figured out because they have a Greek freak as their best player on that team. So I'm standing on business. I'm going to keep them at 2. But be very, very prepared for me to put my Knicks back at number 1 come midseason. That's all I'm going to say.
That didn't take long.
I wanted to be unbiased to start off the season, bro. All right, cool. So the one for me, we were talking about the Bucks. My question to you, because Steven didn't have them that low, you have the Indiana, and I'm seeing the chat as well. You got the Pacers low. Speak on that. You have the Pacers at 8. You think the Pacers take a step back? You think it was just a one-time thing? Or is that just hate because of the beef that you guys had for the NBA Cup?
No. Damn, I almost forgot about that. I think it's a combination of things. Like my closest comparison, and I know I'm gonna get some flack in the chat. New York Knicks fans are gonna love this too, but Atlanta. It was a one-hit Cinderella story that just came out of nowhere. Rising team where you had a really young player that was playing really, really well, point guard, and had a lot of role players that were playing really well for at their positions, and they got pretty far. They won. How many games did they win in the conference finals?
Who cares?
I think it was 1 or 2.
Suck.
And I just think there's there's a little bit of Cinderella story that came with that team last year, and I just don't see them responding as well this year. You got a couple players that got paid and are going to be expecting to be high role players, which they probably won't or need to be traded. Looking at BLT's cousin, Turner, hopefully he becomes a Laker. That would be great. But I just don't see that team necessarily being high seeded. Obviously, we all know the offense is going to be great. They're going to be up and down team. Yeah. Defensively, nothing has really changed on that side. They still have Turner as holding down the fort, but everybody else is just kind of like, maybe we'll play defense today. I don't know. But that's just my humble opinion.
No. And I love it. That's why I wanted you to speak on it. You want to know where ESPN has them in the power rankings in all NBA?
It's like 5th or 4th, right?
No, a little bit lower than that. They're at 9.
Oh, I'm talking about Eastern Conference.
I know. Oh, you're talking about East, but this is the entire NBA. That's 9 of 32, 30. It's pretty high.
Oh.
Hey, you really don't think they're good?
No.
You can't think they're good because you compared them to the Atlanta.
He did. He sure did. He sure did.
Too mindset heavy into the playoffs, and I think that's what's attributing to my playoff rankings. Obviously, I got Milwaukee down low.
But you do.
And so that's what I'm thinking of more so of like as a total season instead of just regular season.
But their play style is what makes them different in your comparison. The Hawks, that felt like oh wow, look at them. Pacers just they made it far even when what's his name, Benedict got hurt. I just think
they're one injury away. You take away Halliburton. How good is this team?
Hold on. I know you're not about to give my boy TJ
Yeah, you ain't no TJ hate coming this way. I'm sorry, that boy burned all of our best defenders. I ain't got nothing to say about TJ.
He was crucial in the playoffs, man.
TJ is good.
You don't
but
think the pace of play is sustainable? They like to
do you
run.
really? I don't believe it. I'm not a believer. I need to see some games. Like, give me that'll be the one team I'll be like, all right, mid-season, I guess I'll move them up. I was wrong.
Fair. So safety approach. Safety.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
Safety approach.
It won't be Milwaukee.
Okay. But everyone got the Heat about the same spot. I have 8. Steve has 8, and B has 7. We don't think that they're gonna. We think that Heat rise to fame it's run its course. Like, they're gonna be good because they're still a solid team, but they ain't gonna be all that, right?
Right. It's just, Eric Spoelstra is good enough to like where he will win them games.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes. Yeah. Best coach in the league.
One team I was like skeptical of moving is the Magic.
Same.
I'm intrigued though, how everyone comes out after getting paid. Several guys got paid. So them all getting paid together kind of helps the whole energy of like my ball, because they're all really young. Maybe KCP will help with that. If they can play defense like they do, it'll be all right.
They can be solid. Yeah. B Warren, I have them at 4. You have them at 5. Last thing before we move on to the West, the Sixers. I just want to hear everyone's take on the Sixers because they're definitely on paper healthy. When they're healthy, a powerhouse. No question about it. Hate them or love them, on paper they're a powerhouse. But we know that this team, it does not play like they do on paper because they tend to get hurt a lot of the time. So there's a possibility that they could have a great regular season because they're still a really good team, but it's about, are they going to be healthy or are they going to be good for the playoffs? But we're strictly just talking about the regular season. I have them 5. War has them at 3. Steve, you have them at 4. Just quick, what's your thoughts on like PG? We are both him and Embiid out for the preseason with injury. That might have just been a safety thing, but still, you got some concern there. It's this early and they're already struggling with that. Do you think Maxi's enough to even keep him up to where we got him on our power rankings? What's your guys' thoughts on the Philadelphia 76ers?
Steve, I got this.
All right.
How's your knee, dog?
Oh, you talking about me? Because Paul George? Yeah, because Paul George. Because Paul. Okay. All right. Hilarious. Okay. Go ahead. Make your point, bro. Well, make your point, bro. Make your point, bro.
That looks like it hurt.
Make your point, bro. Make your point, bro.
You play off PL podcast, P, my boy.
Hilarious. All right. Yeah.
I'll let you go, dog.
It's funny. You said that I reached right for my knee, bro. I can't even lie to y'all. I can't even lie to you. I reached right from my bad knee too. I hate y'all.
It's you, my boy.
Hey, man. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them.
I hate it.
I like the. How do I feel about Sixers? I don't like that Embiid said he's not playing back to backs. That cuts off the energy behind the team. My optimism is I like when Paul George is playing with a point guard. I really do.
Right.
His years in Clippers, he was semi-point guard. I like Paul George as a point guard with a guy like him. And he played with Westbrook, just coming off screens, pin downs. Like, that type of Paul George helps them. I do not like Embiid not like, are you playing the first of the back, second of the back to back like that?
That's a good
What kind
point.
of tone are we setting? Is it just
Right.
we just gotta make it? And you're the best player. It's one thing to just play, and you kind of do the I won't play this game, but openly like, nah, I'm not playing 20% of our games. That would bother me. I imagine it bothers Nick Nurse. We understand you being healthy. You played Olympics preseason, you got a new player. That being your first open tone is that bothers me a little bit from that. But I think they'll be pretty good with those two tandems. And I believe in Nick Nurse and any kind of team that has a good point guard and some scoring. So Embiid bothered me with that. I don't play back to backs.
Yeah.
To play devil's advocate, would you say it's more so just like we need him at playoffs to be at like the closest he can get to 100%? So the back to backs makes the most sense. Do you think it was that, or it's just like, nah, Joel can't. His knees legitimately can't.
If he can't, I don't know. If he can't, that's one thing. But if it's just like we want to save him, basketball don't work that way. You can't save nothing. Ask the Clippers. They still try to save him. Like, that's not how it works. But people, for example, AD's had this thing. In the last 2 years, he plays. He just plays.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cheat the game no matter how you want to. You gotta play. If it happens, it happens. You deal with it. Preserving in a sport that is going to be physical, whether you play today or 2 weeks from now.
Right.
That just can't be the way you operate.
Right.
You're not the first or the last guy who's been hurt or not playing. No, I don't believe that. Maybe change your play style.
How about that, right?
But,
how about that part? How about that?
Like
part?
You're not even like my thing with him is you're not a defensive player, so you're not, just scoring. Like,
Isn't that crazy to say? Because he started as a defensive player. Isn't that crazy? Joel Embiid in 2024, not a defensive player. But when he came into the league, that's all he could hold his hat on because he was still figuring out the rest of the game because he was so new to it. But yeah, you're right, not a defender.
I think if he played more controlled, like the flailing, you're not a guard.
Yes, he needs to stop that.
Big dude. Yeah. Just play big and strong.
Yeah.
You can limit half of the falling and running. Like, don't flail all over the place. I think he learned that when he played the Olympics. Like, early trash. And then as the game gone by, they put him on the post, just talk and communicate. Like, just play like that for your team. Maxey and Paul George are good enough to score a lot of games.
Yeah.
And when we need you, to me, how I would look at the way football, you're our running back and you close games for us. In those early quarters, rebound, catch our misses, and go to work. We know Phil Jackson's still Kobe. Put somebody on the block. So if he can manage games between first and fourth quarter, that's just how I look at it.
Okay,
that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, my thing with them, it goes right to Embiid. We know with Paul George what we're going to get. It's going to be, if you're lucky, you're going to get about 50 of them things. I mean, Paul George last year had great production, though, so it's hard. I don't want to hate on him. It's my guy, but at the same time, call a spade a spade. But with Joel Embiid, Steven hit it perfect. Like, it's just the way he plays is just not. If you want to say that you care about winning a championship, you care about bringing a championship to Philly and all this nonsense, but then you play the way that you play during the regular season when you're broken down when it comes to the playoffs, first round of the playoffs. It's just not gonna. They're basically gonna be running into a wall because it's gonna be the same exact output this year, except you have another good scorer that's probably gonna be fine for his life and for him not to be for him to be healthy as well. And Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, I think he's shown that he's a guy that can do it on his own. And to that point is, I'm okay with the Embiid missing time aspect, but just the fact that you're already making that sort of decision this early on, and you don't even know what your body really feels like, it's concerning because maybe you do know what your body feels like and you're feeling like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna make it those 82 games. I don't even know if I'm gonna make about 60 of them games. You'd be lucky if you get about 42 out of me. If they're lucky enough to at least have a PG and Tyrese Maxey combo while Embiid is missing time, or a Tyrese Maxey and Embiid combo while Paul George misses time, I think they'll still be good enough for the regular season. The Sixers are still deep. Nick Nurse is still a great coach. But if we're talking about past the regular season, they're gonna be exciting for maybe the first round. but I don't trust the longevity of this team. And we're already seeing both the guys that get memed about injuries missing preseason. I don't know what to expect for the regular season, bro. But I still can't disrespect the Sixers and put them any lower. 5 was the lowest I was going to do. But I already know that we're going to be talking about them possibly top 3 with the Knicks and Celtics, depending on what the Bucks want to do. But for now, I'm going to keep him at 5. Okay. All right. Well, Philly talk. That was for you, Cat. Before we move on to the West, I want to see what the chat was saying some things. I know Bailey had said his rankings. Where'd they go? I just saw them. Yeah, a lot of people say Indiana 8th. The B-War getting it, boy. They're getting it to B-War. Where'd they go? I missed. Yeah, Embiid. Bailey said Embiid would quit after 2 days of working a normal job. Our resident Sixers fan, he had to be here for the conversation. He said Embiid is still a defensive player. Bro was a better defender than Gobert last year by the advanced stats. Well, actually, if you look at the statistics, no, I'm playing with you, Cap. We won the trade.
In fairness to that stat, if Embiid is just a defender, get yours in there. Like, the load doesn't have to be carried this way.
He had his MVP run. You know what I mean? Like, if you claim that the championship is what's most important, I agree. You got to lessen your game. You got guys now. Like, you got to lessen your game a little bit. Let those guys run the show. And like you said, as a perfect example, running back, like, you fit where you be Embiid still, but don't feel like you need to be Superman every single game in the regular season to the point where you're putting too much stress on the knees. You got guys now. You got the PGs. You got Maxey, and we saw Kelly Oubre had a great postseason. Let's hope he continues that for the regular season. Bailey said, I got Boston, New York. Boston 1, New York, Philly, top 3. Milwaukee, Indiana, Orlando, Miami, and Cavs. So I feel like his is a good combination of all of ours. But yeah, I feel like everybody, the main thing was just the Indiana thing. Bailey agrees with you, though, B-War. He said Indiana had a Mickey Mouse run last year, so,
I won't go that far, but yeah, it was Cinderella for sure.
You compare them to the Hawks, bro. You might as well just say, yuck. You might as well just say it was a Mickey Mouse run, bro. You hit with the goofy. Anyways, all right. If you could tell, I'm trying to avoid the next part of this question because, golly, I'm so curious to hear what you guys got to say. Western Conference. We're on the Western Conference. Love my Knicks, love the East, but we know the West is where it gets difficult. A lot of changes have happened. Warriors, T-Wolves, Thunder. A lot of changes happen. What says you on the power rankings in the West? Barry and Warren, we're going back in the same order. What you got? No pressure.
I've got
Diddly squat.
Okay,
too, bro. Okay, go ahead.
OKC 1, Dallas 2, Phoenix 3, Denver 4, T-Wolves 5, Lakers 6, and I got a couple sleepers. Houston 7 and Sacramento 8.
Oh man, swinging for the fences. We'll get into it. We'll get into
10 on this one.
Right?
Right. I feel like we could easily.
You want to? We can. I got space.
I mean, the other two, it's just going to be the Pelicans and shoot, I actually didn't write the 10th one.
Well, you know who you forgot?
Who?
Chef Curry and them boys. You leaving them out? No 10th?
Oh, the Warriors.
No
I
10th
almost
for the
forgot
Warriors?
about them.
Okay.
Yeah, I left them out. I wasn't even thinking about them.
And you purposely left out the Clippers too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure. All right. Just had to double check. You all right? Okay. Laker fan in the building. I can understand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Big Steve. What you got, player? For fifth rendition, what you got?
I just changed even now because I left off a team I shouldn't have. I'm gonna go 1 OKC, 2 Mavs, 3 Wolves, 4. I'm probably gonna regret this. 4 Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
5 Nuggets.
Whew, I was gonna say. I'm like, hold on, they dropped it. Okay.
Yeah.
6. Oh man, I'm gonna go 6 Lakers. And then my playing teams are Kings, Warriors. Don't matter the order. Kings, Warriors. I actually like the Rockets in there. Kings, Warriors, Rockets, and I guess I'm supposed to say no. Kawhi's out, so I'm gonna go Spurs.
Ooh. Ooh, standing on business. Standing on business.
No business.
Yeah, I'm changing mine around again now because I forgot teams as well.
Because I ain't right none of what I just said.
Right? That's what I did with my last one. I'm doing the exact same thing.
It just sounds good the more like, yeah, this feels better.
This one just feels better. Yeah, I'm changing mine right now because I don't want them that high anymore. All right, I got one. I'm sticking with Thunder. Thunder only got better, bro. So the only thing that could keep them from that is Shea forgetting to play basketball. Thunder 1, Mavericks 2. Call me foolish, but I'm keeping the Nuggets at 3. Then I got Timberwolves. They got worse in my opinion. We'll talk about it. Timberwolves 4. 5. I don't want to, but again, you gotta pretend they're healthy, right? All right, 5, Phoenix, I guess, sure. And this is where I had a problem. 6 to 10, bro. If you could see the amount of scratches I have on my paper, so I can't even read what I put here. All right, 6. Why not? I don't want to put y'all that high. I'm so sorry. Peace and love. Love y'all guys, bro. I don't want to put y'all at 6. But then who's gonna be there instead? Yeah, fine.
Come on.
Have it for now. I get to change later. Lakers 6. Yeah. I'm actually going Pelly's 7. Again, barring health. I'm just pretending everyone's gonna be healthy in la poo poo land. Kings 8. Clippers 9. And then, just out of respect, sorry. I do have Kings on there. I love the Rockets. I love that take from you guys. I hope you guys are right, but I'm not doing it. I'm gonna go Warriors 10 because I can't keep them out of the mix. So they're gonna be in the play-in for sure. But I love the Rockets pick. I love the Rockets pick out of both y'all. Steven putting them at 9, B Ward putting them at 7. I like it. But regular season, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Clippers, so I'm keeping them in there at 9. But again, so just for those who missed it in the back, B-Wars West is 1 Thunder, 2 Mavericks, 3 Suns, 4 Nuggets, 5 Timberwolves, 6 Lakers, 7 Rockets, 8 Kings, 9 Pellies, 10 Warriors. Stevens is 1 Thunder, 2 Mavericks, 3 Timberwolves, 4 Suns, 5 Nuggets, 6 Lakers, 7 Kings, 8 Warriors, 9 Rockets, 10 Spurs. And then CK's is 1 Thunder, 2 Mavericks, 3 Nuggets, 4 Timberwolves, 5 Suns, 6 Lakers, 7 Pelicans, 8 Kings, 9 Clippers, 10 Warriors. I think I can speak for all of us in saying that probably 7 to 10 is interchangeable for everybody's. I feel like Steven feels like it could be any order. I'm sure Brandon probably feels the same way with his 7 to 10. And I definitely feel that way with my 7 to 10. But let's start from the top, man. Let's start from the top. All of us are in agreement that it is going to be Thunder Mavericks 1-2 in that exact order. Mavericks on paper got better, and, they're riding off the high of the finals. So that should be expected. Thunder, like I said, only got better, finally bringing in center depth. They got better defensively as well, which I think a great replacement for Giddey would be Caruso. So that team only got better, plus their draft. But here's where things got mixed up. Suns, Nuggets, and Timberwolves. The 3 of them have been interchangeable for all 3 of us between 3 through 5. We talked about the Timberwolves, so we don't have to talk about them again. We know everyone's opinions on the Timberwolves. But Nuggets, not defending champs no more, but champs a few years back. Dropping a little bit on all of ours, except for mine. I kept them at 3, but B-War has them at 4. Steve has them at 5. You guys are the guys that watch the Western Conference the most because you guys play in the Western Conference. Any particular reasoning why you guys have the Nuggets dropping that low?
So there's two folds. They added a person that every time he joins the team, I have not seen them get better.
Say his name. Please say his name.
Oh no.
He's Voldemort for our team, bro.
No, go ahead and say. Go ahead and say.
The other reason is they lose shooting defense, and I don't know on who on that bench is going to give them any consistent product. Like I don't know, Christian Bond. I guess he can't shoot. Like, is it reliable? You know what I mean? Is it reliable? When they went on their run, you know, having Michael Porter and KCP, that was great, right? The other part is which Jamal Murray they gonna get? Are they gonna get the Cinderella person? You know, like they have some interesting pieces that kind of make me concerned.
No sense.
How much has changed in the West, and you know, I don't know if they're still that 1-2 punch. Even if so, is it enough? Right now, to me, they have five guys, and that's the starting group. And that, you know, how much will that look like for 82 games? And I don't know if they have the offensive power to like cook. Like why? Even no bias to the Lakers series. Yeah, they had that magic, but half that time they was getting blown, like they was getting cooked. And so you tell me they lose their starting shooting guard.
Facts. A very good one at that. Veteran at that.
I don't know who. Like I watched most of their preseason game. Like who's coming on the bench, and if that one dude is their guy, like
what's his name, Strawwater or whatever.
Yeah, you know that's gonna be interesting.
Okay.
Nuggets fans 10 games in. I mean, they kind of got a glimpse in preseason, like what Buddy's like.
What's his name? Who are you talking about?
Brody. His name is Brody.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's all you're gonna give us. You ain't gonna give government. All right,
I like him as a person, and it is.
It's not personal. I understand.
It's not personal. Yeah.
Brandon.
I mean, to echo the same thing with Steve, like they have somebody that is just not a great basketball player right now. He has moments, and those other moments come a little too often for anybody's liking. So I was laughing earlier because I saw you paused it on his face.
Oops. That was an accident. I'm so sorry. My bad.
But not like to on a serious note, I just don't know what their bench is, and the West is just full of depth. It's part of the reason why I have the Lakers. I probably should have them even lower, but you know, a little pride goes a little far. And I truly don't know anyone that's on that bench except for Najee, because he's the only one that got paid last season on a contract extension.
The center. I'm like, wait, isn't Najee on the Mavericks? Yeah, they're talking about the center. The center. My fault.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully Christian Braun could be that capable player. I know he's not going to be the greatest shooter, but he's an athlete. I can tell you that. And not that you need somebody to be a full stopper on Anthony Edwards, because I think games 5, 6, and 7, you can argue that Ant was not as explosive, or at least for game 6 and 7. It wasn't until specific plays and moments where you needed to get an absolute stop, and KCP unfortunately was just smaller.
Yeah,
couldn't necessarily guard Ant like that. So if Christian Braun can actually help out in that department and be a defender, understand his role and be a star in his role, then sure. But outside of that, I just, like Steve said, I don't know that bench at all, what they're going to do for them.
Yeah. It is a weird roster. It 100% is a weird roster. I think I have them at 3 for the same reason I have the Bucks at 2. It's just like a legacy nod. I'm just one of those things where, they love to overachieve a bit in the regular season. And I feel like we're going to see this straw water guy end up having a weird, like, oh, he's averaging 11 points at this point. But, it's going to be 11 points to the Nuggets is going to be crucial. So I don't know. I can see the Nuggets being up there and having a meteoric start. Just because they're going to be outplaying a lot of people because they're a lot of that roster outside of Russell Westbrook. You guys bring up great points, but outside of Russell Westbrook, a lot of the roster is still in-house. Like, a lot of the guys are guys that have been together for so long. So I feel like that's going to play a big part to early season success. So for that, I'm riding on them being at 3. But, yeah, I don't think you guys are crazy to have them 4 and 5. There's definitely a possibility of that. But we'll see. We'll see. We already talked about T-Wolves. We will leave the Lakers alone. That makes sense where they're at. I want to talk about the bottom half, man. Clippers getting left off. Warriors being thrown down there, which makes sense. I don't really want to talk on the Warriors. But let's talk Clippers real quick, and then we'll talk one more team, and then we'll move on to the awards of the year. Clippers. We know you guys are Laker fans. I'm sure it doesn't play any part into those choices, and that's not me being facetious. I genuinely don't think that plays a part. The Clippers are what is going on with this roster kind of team. Like, we get it. You look at that roster, and it makes zero sense, especially for a team that is unfolding this brand new stadium that is gorgeous, by the way. But Kawhi Leonard's already going to be gone for the majority of the season because let's be real, that knee is giving them a hard time. Where we're now having the conversation of maybe it's time to retire. They don't have that Paul George guy anymore. They paid Terrence Mann a lot of money, so we're hoping that Terrence Mann turns into 2021 Terrence Mann all over again. All kinds of aspects of this team are just all over the place. So I understand why you guys left them out. But is there any way, shape, or form you think that the Clippers somehow, some way show some sort of life in the early season without a Kawhi Leonard in Jersey, or you think that they're just donezo?
You think Ty Lue's going to be good enough to coach that team to a play-in team, Steve?
The coaching, they schedule is rough. They play the Suns, Nuggets, Warriors.
Very true.
They get the Blazers, then they play the Suns again, then the Thunder. Like, the only win I hear is the Blazers. After they play the Thunder, they got Spurs, Sixers, Kings. Like, that's some tough games to start the season.
Yeah.
And I think I heard T. Lou said they're going to play through James Harden. He went back to look at the Rockets games.
Right, yeah.
James is 35. I don't know if he's blowing by like he used to. If he does, I don't know how sustainable it is. But you're asking asking a roster you just got together. Like, these aren't dudes who've been playing together, with the exception of one or two. The star player's gone. You're asking a guy 35 years old to beat a lot of playoff teams in your first 10 games. Like that.
Facts.
And I think that road, if they go 2-10, it wouldn't surprise me in their first 12 games. Because after that, they have the Kings, then the Raptors, then the Thunder again. And then the Rockets back to back. Like, in that schedule, sure, T. Lou can win a few of those, but what it's going to take to win those games, I don't know if they have enough consistent guys to be able to win that game, win games like that. That's going to be hard.
I didn't even know that about their schedule.
Bro,
but
I was looking at everybody's schedule, and I was like, oh, my God.
You got to. You got to.
Y'all, it's tough for y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to take off my Laker hat right now and just fully understand and grasp what's going on. There's no outcome that looks great for a Clippers fan. You let go of Paul George for nothing, not retaining assets. You got Kawhi out indefinitely. It's not even like 2 weeks, a month. No, indefinitely. The optimist could always be like, oh, he's going to be back next week. The other side is we might not see him till trade deadline.
Probably not.
So
You did this roster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
and
roster just doesn't say PJ Tucker's not on the team.
Yep.
You've added Bones
not
Highland last
offering
year.
anything though.
He wanted the ball all the time. And you've added a bunch of dudes who basically trying to get another contract besides the dude you draft. Like Chris, no shade to each player, but we're talking about making playoffs. Like Terrence Mann and Norman Powell, your most consistent players. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
The only player I'm excited for is Kevin Porter Jr., but like you have a bunch of dudes who don't seem like what role are they gonna fit around James Harden? Like, what is their role? Catch and shoot? Like, none of these dudes are that kind of person. So he's got a tough. They just gonna be running and gunning. Maybe it work, but that's interesting pieces to try to make work.
Yeah.
The stain not there. Do that run and gun.
Yeah, I'm watching
Kai Jones, Mo Bamba,
Kai Jones, yeah, Derek Jones Jr. too. Like, I'm looking at the roster. I mean, I see the idea, but is it gonna work? We'll see. I mean, maybe they can catch some of these teams that are still trying to figure themselves out, still trying to get chemistry together early on in the season, because they're athletic. They definitely could play fast. But like what Steven said early on, like, which James Harden is Ty Lue hoping to get out from Houston? Like, is he looking to hopefully get that facilitating James Harden with this team? Which, if that's the case, I co-sign. Or is he thinking that James Harden going to be Mr. Step Back to the logo and shooting a 3-ball James Harden, which I think that guy is in the past. But yeah, it's going to be definitely tough. I feel weird keeping him out of the 10. Like I was saying to both of you, I love the Rockets pick, which makes way more sense to me. But I don't know, man. I think that they steal some of those games early on and see themselves still in the play-in opportunity by the middle of the season. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But shout out to the chat, man. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all. Episode 1. Like I said, this is word of mouth. This is a experiment for the chat. I didn't share nothing on purpose for episode 1 to just see who's still here. You know, this channel's still relatively new. We've been doing podcast, see it coast to coast for a while, but we never had our own channel until the last time we did it 3 years ago. 3 years, goddamn. And you know, to have you guys still rocking with us, this season's gonna be different. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Shout out to Steve, shout out to B-War. We're gonna have a great time this year. And
a lot's happened in 3 years for all of us.
You know what I'm saying? A lot. Hey, what's up, Joe? Joe dropping his standings. He got East. He got Celtics 1, Knicks 2, Bucks 3, Sixers 4, Magic 5, Cavs 6, 7 Pacers, 8 Heat, 9 Bulls, 10 Hawks. I keep minimizing Discord. My fault, y'all. Sorry. Sorry, chat.
No, Bailey. Every time Bailey says the LA teams aren't making the playoffs, what do we do?
So Bailey's the good luck charm.
I appreciate it.
West Joe has OKC 1, Mavs 2, Nuggets 3, Phoenix 4, Lakers 5, Warriors 6, Wolves 7, Pelicans 8, Kings 9, Spurs 10. Okay, so Steve and Joe
got Pelicans up there.
Spurs, huh?
Y'all got Pelicans high, boy.
Yeah, I put them 7. Bro. I put them 7. I did.
I'm banking on a healthy Zion.
So am I. 100%.
That's tough.
100%.
Even without a center.
Honestly, you can get. Yeah, I don't think you need too much to be able to fill in a center spot. To be real with you,
that's tough. That's what every Laker fan complaining about. We ain't got the bigs.
Well, that's different. That's different,
bro. The Knicks play with 4 guards at one time. Yeah, you'll be all right without a center. You just in 2024, it's definitely possible for sure. I'm literally just banking on health. That's the only reason why. Because if they're healthy, I like them.
Top heavy
and DeJounte there too.
Bigs.
That's true. In the West, you're right. In the West,
they got bigs.
But you know, how'd that MVP caliber big man work for Philadelphia?
You know what I'm talking about?
You did.
You all cap fan right now,
huh? Cap
typing right now.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We're gonna save what team he on for next week because I wanna take our time with that, and we're already getting close to the end of the show, and I want to talk about our predictions for awards. We're getting all the predictions out of the way. We're locking them up so we can talk about it again in the middle of the season. We can get into other takes starting next week. We're getting all the predictions out of the way. I hope you guys are prepared because this one's a little tough as well because it's too early. The way too early predictions. Again, Steve, we will get an opportunity to change these. But I gotta go back and watch old videos because there's a rule we had. I think you can only get like 1 or 2 changes to all of them. I gotta double check what it was. But so
it was 1.
I think it's just. I'm gonna be real. I think it was just 1 too. But I'll rewatch old ones. But yeah. So I hope y'all chose wisely. We're gonna go through them, talk about them briefly, and go on to the next. And then we're gonna close out, and we're gonna be ready for the NBA season to start tomorrow. But let's get it going. All right, let's start off. I'm gonna go backwards. We're gonna say MVP for last. MVP and clutch for last. So first things first, 6th man of the year. Very early prediction, very tough. What you got? 6th man of the year in the NBA.
It is what, 50, you have to play 55 games?
62, I believe. 62.
Yeah. Is it all of them, right? Yeah, it's 60. Yeah, 62. Right?
Which, by the way, I don't know why they made that like an actual rule.
I like the rule. Just that's a high-ass number.
Written rule.
Oh, true.
Right?
True.
So,
I don't know.
Weird. Go ahead, Steve.
I mean, I think he can win it back to back. I'm going Nas Reed.
Yeah. I
don't see no reason why not, especially with the other dude gone. You know what I'm saying? We already ups and down about Julius. Like, Buddy gonna get his buckets. So I'm gonna go with Nas Reed. My sleeper, he's not really a sleeper. I mean, he has a chance to do it again. I'm just not sure how it's gonna pan out with DeMar DeRozan. Obviously, still be Malik, but Nas Reed, he's gonna be consistent. He's a bucket. I don't see why not.
I like Nas Reed. That's a good one. Back to back. Because you don't know what the health going to be for Julius. He's definitely going to be needed off the bench. That's a good choice. Oh, man. Do you have one written down, B?
I do. I have
I'm going to go ahead because I don't. This is the only one I didn't have.
So I was thinking of Malik. And I'll probably, the more I hear it, the more I like it. So I'm probably going to stick with Malik. My other sleeper was going to be Grayson Allen.
That's a sleeper pick.
He's pretty much going to be running that bench unit. And
You're right.
So, and he's a shooter. Not saying that he needs to do a whole lot, but he's going to have people around him creating, and he just needs to knock it down. So he would be my sleeper pick.
So who is your pick? I'm so sorry I missed it.
Malik Monk.
Ooh, yeah, Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Hopefully he comes back healthy. What happened to him last season, Steve? Was it his Malik?
He got hurt towards
the end, but I forget what.
I thought it was shoulder.
I hope it wasn't his knee.
All right,
I don't think it was his knee.
It
was just like, I think it was a shooting arm. I could be wrong now. I think it was a shooting arm, and then he hurt his leg.
Go ahead.
Bucket, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go ahead, CK.
So it was tough for me because I'm not entirely sure who's starting for these teams, and if they're coming off the bench. These are my choices because I was looking at Buddy. I wasn't sure if Buddy's starting for Golden State. So if he is, I don't want to choose Buddy Hield, but if he was coming off the bench, that was my choice, along with Dante DiVincenzo. But now the way that they got him looking, they might be starting Dante. So I don't know with them. So those are my 2 choices that I was stuck in between. So just to be safe, yeah, I like Nas, man, but I want to stick with Dante. What's the T-Wolves starting lineup? Is Dante in the starting lineup? What's the T-Wolves starting lineup look like? I know they started him in preseason, but is he the starting lineup?
It's Conley, Edwards, Daniels, Julius, and Gobert.
Do I go against the defending six man of the year, bro?
Dante was my other pick, but I just went with Nas. Dante's a good though. Yeah. I don't think he should start either though.
I don't think he should start either. Yeah, Buddy was the other one. I think Buddy gonna thrive in Golden State, yo. I'm trying to I don't care what the team record is. Buddy gonna be on a team where he gonna remember how to shoot and regularly. But I don't know if he's starting. So I'm gonna lock in my boy. Going Knicks friendly, giving the Knicks rub. We going with Dante DiVincenzo. It's gonna be tough because he got the defending six man on the same squad. But I'm going with Dante. Give me Dante. I still got my Knicks orange shoes on in Minnesota. DiVincenzo.
Was it Ragu?
Huh?
His nickname was Ragu?
Yeah, the big Ragu, man. For all the memes, for all the Italian New York fans being pissed off that he got traded away. Oh, I love memes, bro. All right, moving on. Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, I was ready to give it to my boy, but he don't know how to stay healthy. Mitchell Robinson. Who won last year?
The freaking Gobert.
No, was it Gobert got last year? Oh, ew.
It was Gobert.
Ew.
Thought you was being funny.
I thought you were being funny too. I didn't know that. I didn't know you actually won last year.
Being funny asking that question.
Yeah, no, I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. Unfortunately, it's Gobert. All right, if you have it written down, go ahead.
I feel like, Chris, and you could probably tell previous shows, we pick like 3 of the same people to try and win Defensive Player of the Year because they should be.
But the NBA does something crazy.
Yeah. So I'm picking Bam. I want Bam to win it. If it's not Bam, obviously I want AD, but to try and take off my cap, everybody knows what Bam does for that team. Without Bam, Miami has no identity, period. So that's my pick.
Respect. I'm afraid me and Steven might have the same answer. Steven, go ahead. I'm afraid we might have the same exact answer.
I really, 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 really want AD to win it.
Okay.
Wemby, I just don't see any situation where you can, like, a man can guard everywhere as AD can. I just think Wemby is just different. He's just different, man.
Yeah.
I think certain shots, they kind of in the same category for me. Wemby just be having like 8 blocks. like God dang, bro. So I expect Wemby to win it. I do believe AD will at least be on the ballot.
For sure. Oh yeah. No doubt.
If he's on the ballot, that is enough for me. Just because Buddy wasn't even on there last year, and but I think Wemby is Wemby's. As long as I take all 3. I don't want to see Gobert on there no more.
Okay, well, I want to put my hat on too. If we were doing advanced analytic stats, talking about percentages, the players he's defending and points dipping and stuff like that, I feel like OG Anunoby should be in the conversation, but he won't be because he's not gonna do the sexy stats by getting enough steals and blocks. But I feel like OG should be in the conversation. But no, I like I said, me and Steve are gonna have the same answer, and yes, Victor Webenyama. There's no way. I feel like the blocks are only going to go up. I feel like the percentage is only going to go down for the players that he's defending against because it's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, it'd be odd if Webenyama doesn't get the nod, especially if Rudy Gobert can get it because he's just such a good blocker year in and year out. No way Victor Webenyama doesn't get that nod. So, yeah, give me Victor for defensive player as well. I dropped my pen. All right. Next up, we're gonna let's do most improved. I didn't write down Victor. Again, if you have it written down, go right ahead, man.
This is where I was picking Ragu. This is where I was picking.
That's tough because he had a good season last year and he's improving from that. That's a tough choice.
You don't have to improve to get most improved.
Yeah.
Ironic enough. Just because look at what's his name? Plays on Memphis, point guard.
Ja?
And he won it. Ja won it.
He didn't improve.
He had I think a little bit better stats, but it was like
popularity contest kind of thing.
Yeah. And no, I like Ragu in this situation. He's coming off of like I just like all my friends are in New York. I got traded. I'm on this new team. I just got paid.
I'm about to shoot.
I say what?
No, sorry. I'm saying I'm about to shoot. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
He signed last year. 4 years, 3 years.
Who are you talking about?
Ragu.
Yes,
He
3
signed-
years. 3 years. 3 years. Yes.
3 years.
Knicks. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to remember so you got two left on the deal. It's a nice deal. Nice little sexy deal.
Yeah. Got a lot to prove.
I'm torn on mine. I am torn. My first pick that I think who's just going to get better is I don't know how to say his first name, but Sengun.
Ooh,
Alfred?
I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Alfred Sengun. I like that.
I think Sengun is going to get better. And my other guy is going to be Jalen Williams. I think he's going to take another gear.
Which one?
Okay, see. The better one in my opinion.
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, starter.
Those are my two.
Okay. I almost did the double down, the boring answer and do Victor Webenyama again, but nah, I ain't gonna do that. I know that's the number one. I think in betting, he's like high up there, but nah, I ain't gonna do that. Even though it's very possible. I want to be a homer, but I'm not gonna be. But when I was looking at that, I feel like doesn't get enough love, and they're talking about him a lot over there on that basketball team that he plays for, and I didn't understand why there was so much commotion, but he had a down year last year, and I don't think he's gonna have a down year this year. This is a wild card. I'm going with Evan Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like he's gonna have a much better year this year than he did last. His role is definitely gonna have to increase because it seems like Darius Garland is like falling into the nether, and his game has dipped since his meteoric rise. And like we were talking about with all these other defensive players, I think he's gonna have a good defensive year as well on top of the offensive stats. So I think he's gonna be one of those wild card choices. If there's any of these that I'm probably gonna change mid-season, that might be the one I'm using it on. But I'm going Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is my choice. My honorable mention was actually honestly gonna be Emmanuel Quickly because he just got paid. He's starting point guard. It's gonna be his time to shine. But I got too many Knicks on here, so I'm gonna stick with Evan Mobley.
The names on the odds of who should get it. They have Giddey and Kuminga on there.
Giddey, I get. Kuminga, man, they hoping Kuminga gonna have it, man.
They hoping for buddy.
I don't know about that one, bro. But I'm sorry, Steve. You had who again? I have Dante for B.
I'm going for most improved or six man.
Most improved.
Oh, Sengun.
Sengun. That's right.
Sengun.
All right, cool. Cooking. We're cooking. All right, next up we got. Let's do it. Rookie of the year. I think this is a little bit interesting. This one's gonna be a little bit tougher. But rookie of the year, I'm going Bronny James. I think no, I'm playing. Go ahead.
Man, I almost
Oh yeah.
No,
bro. Rookie of the year. What you guys got? Let me go. Dalton Connect. CK, you're all right, man. That guy's nice, man.
I mean, I know Steve might put him down there.
That's a no-brainer for me. You ain't got to ask me.
You doing? I don't think that's a bad choice. The way JJ about to use him, bro, he might go out there and have a crazy stat line. Are you going? You going with Connect for real?
I am going, my boy.
All right. I don't think that's crazy, man. What you got, Mr. War?
I'm gonna go with that's just gonna have ample opportunity from the get go, and I think that's Zach Edey.
I like that. What's he gonna look like this year? But I do like that.
He's just out of all the rookies, he's just gonna have the most opportunity. So, Dalton's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong; he'll be at minimum top 3. I like Reed a lot. I didn't think I would like him this much, but I like Reed's game a lot.
He's nice. Yeah, he's nice. I like
that.
I do.
I don't know why.
For today's NBA, he's perfect, bro. He's gonna be so good. He's gonna be long term. Though. I don't know if he's gonna have a good rookie year, but
I don't see with the guards they got good or not.
The sooner Ime Udoka figures out how to get Amen Thompson and him on the court at the same time, the better for their entire stat line. But I know they still got what's his face.
They are too guard heavy.
Yeah.
For
by the way,
they gonna do a trade.
They got to get rid of big. What's his name? Little guy, point guard. He got to go.
They're gonna do a trade.
He got to go.
I don't know who? Like Miami might get in those sweepstakes.
What's his name? What's the point guard's name? High paid too much.
Van Fleet.
Yeah, he got to go. He got to go.
They both 35 minutes a game. I mean, Jalen.
He got to go. He got to go.
Brooks
might be at 40.
You gotta go. You'd think I'm a damn Timberwolves fan. I like Dillingham, bro. I think we're gonna see Michael Conley have one of those years where he plays not as many games, maybe like in the 40s, 50s. He's up there in age. So and you know the team is in love. Chris Finch in love with Dillingham's competitive play. Shoot, Julius Randle spoke about him for like 20 minutes when he got there. He's the only one he would talk about. I feel like that he's in the perfect position for that team to get and steal minutes, is that point guard position outside of Conley, especially if we're talking about for the regular season. So I think, yeah, give me the Kentucky kid. Give me Rob Dillingham. Other than that, yeah, I just
figure out who's going to play, you know what I mean, versus who I hope to play.
Yeah.
Dillingham a bucket.
He's nice, bro. He's nice.
I think he's gonna. It's just more of who's gonna play. Reed is a good option if I felt like he was gonna be in rotation. I just don't think he's gonna be in rotation early on.
I think he has no choice but to be in the rotation.
Why?
Him and Amar?
You don't play 4 guards in the NBA regular season. You play 3 at max.
Yeah.
See,
the Lakers are going to have to. So,
young Simba, that was my second choice because I know Chris Paul is someone that's injured a lot, but he might find some new life. But Steven Castle's a very good choice as well. I'm just not sure how he's going to look year one. I feel like it's going to be a learning curve for him. That's a young team. So I don't know if he's going to look like what his final product's going to be in year one. So that's the only reason why I didn't go with him. Sarr has every opportunity because Wizards ain't doing nothing, but how he going to look? Who knows?
Wizards.
Right. Yeah, Alexander Sarr. Sorry, I was talking about Steven Castle and then Alexander Sarr.
I got no faith in that pick.
Yeah, I like him. It's just that is a high pick for that kid, bro. That's a high pick. All right, we're down to the last 2 awards. The newest award, as of 2 seasons ago, we have the Clutch Player of the Year award.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so did I. So did I, player. So I can go first on this one. I'm stuck because my MVP and my clutch are interchangeable. They're almost the same for me. I think I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go for my clutch. I'm gonna give it to the MVP favorite. But I think that he's going to have... Oh, shoot. No, wait. Oh, someone else go. No, I'm stuck between 3 players now. Hold on. Give me a second.
CK doesn't want to tell y'all he's gonna
And that
pick.
is based on who shines at the
At the
highest
end of the game, basically, yeah. I forgot what the stat was.
All right, then
Oh shoot, I have now a third player.
I'm assuming they're taking in close games or just
yeah, close games to win. Yeah. Who won it last year?
I think Steph Curry did.
Which is weird.
Really? And what De'Aaron Fox won it the year before? I mean,
That
I think Steph Curry did.
You're so right. You're so right. I thought DeMar won it. You're right. He was second. No, you're 100% correct. Steph Curry won it. De'Aaron Fox won it the year before that when Jimmy should have won. Damn.
If the projections is like clutch buckets when they matter most.
Yeah.
I'm going to go, hey, man.
Love that. I like that pick. No, I'm sticking on my pick. I know I'm good. I like that. Ant-Man as clutch. I mean, he ain't got no choice now.
Give me Book.
Who?
Give me Book.
D-Book?
D-Book, yeah. I already picked Phoenix to be a top-seeded team. I feel like he'll have one of those kind of years. He's got a point guard now.
He does have a point guard now.
Give me Don Luka. Give me Luka Doncic.
The Don.
Give me the Don. I'll take Don Luka for clutch player of the year. I love Luka down the stretch. I think he got a taste of that finals life. Wants to be on the other side of it. So we're gonna get standing on business Luka Doncic this year. So give me Luka Doncic. And now for this one, I am standing on business. I'm staying with it. MVP. Give me number 11 from the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. Bro, I'm standing on business, bro. Jalen Brunson is only going to have a better year this year than he did last. And if the Knicks go and somehow snag up that second seed in the East and we end up overachieving in wins, I think there's a high possibility. Percentages are there, points are there, timely baskets are there, and playing an amount of games in the season is there. I think it's not out of the order. He was five. He was top 5 last year. I think he takes that step. Eyes are on him this year. He's going to take advantage. Give me JB, MVP.
Jalen Brown.
No.
That's what yours is?
No, Jalen Brunson. Brunson.
Warren.
Go ahead,
You want to go? Oh,
Go.
mine is SGA. God, SGA.
SGA?
Business this year.
Yeah, that's easy. That's an easy choice. Yeah.
I think
That was my number 2.
I think he had the potential to win it when no one expected that team to be good. The team is his team is they're really good. I think it's his time. He's going to do it in order to win the number 1 seed. I picked him as number 1 seed. So he's borderline my clutch player too, man. That was kind of tough. I don't know if they'll get enough primetime TV for us to notice, but definitely going SGA.
I like that choice. I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
You're going SGA too?
No, give me Luka.
Don Luka. Luka Don.
I know I sound foolish because we like I said, me and CK used to be like 4 players for Defensive Player of the Year and MVP, and Luka's one of them that we would constantly pick. And
and we're thinking about it now. I was like second year Luka, bro. That was early Luka, bro. Yeah, for real.
But this year for sure.
This is the year. Yeah, Don Luka. I like that choice. All right, quick rundown, and then I'll look at what chat got, and then we're gonna say outros, and then I'll see you guys next episode. Steven, 6th man of the year, Naz Reid. Defensive player of the year, Victor Webenyama. Most improved, Aspirin Sengun. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say your name, bro. Rookie of the year, Dalton Connect. Clutch player of the year, Anthony Edwards, and his MVP is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. B-War 6th man, Malik Monk. Hoping he's healthy. Defensive player of the year, Bam Adebayo. Most improved, Dante DiVincenzo, Big Ragu. Rookie of the year, Reed Shepard. Clutch player of the year, Devin Booker. And MVP.
Whoa.
What?
Rookie of the year, I put Ed Zach Edey.
You sure did. You sure did.
Yep.
Yeah, my fault. We was talking about Reed for so long. You're right. You're so
Is he
right.
starting? Is Edey starting?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stevens got traded. So.
Right.
Makes sense.
He
Makes
went
sense.
to the Rockets, right?
Yep.
In Houston.
MVP.
MVP.
Rockets pick a little higher.
You want to put him up a little bit more? But he got to be healthy though. Is he gonna play? Steven Adams?
Sure.
MVP Luka Doncic. Don Luka. And in CK, his wild bunch is 6-man Dante DiVincenzo, Defensive Player of the Year Victor Webenyama, Clutch Player of the Year Luka Doncic, Most Improved Evan Mobley, Rookie of the Year Rob Dillingham, and MVP Jalen Brunson. I'm standing on business, bro. You know, I'm standing on business. I think he will be in the conversation, if that. So I'm hoping he gets it. But yeah, man, I feel good with those. This was the prediction show. We got to get them all out of the way before the first game. I'm sure we will be getting lots to be talked about as far as news, trades, hopefully not injuries. Lakers, you guys open Wednesday or you guys open tomorrow? No, you don't play tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
You do. Nuggets?
T-Wolves.
Oh,
Nah,
you're
Nuggets, I'd cry.
Your game too. So it's us opening and then it's you guys right after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, snap. 2 good games. Tomorrow's going to be great.
I win tomorrow?
Huh? We got Boston? Yes, we're winning tomorrow. We're going to spoil their ring ceremony in Boston. We owe them. They got us last year in the Garden, so we owe them, especially on ring night. That'd be great. We owe them.
I would hope to see it. I'll be my honorary Knicks fan for the day.
We owe them. But yeah, man. That's the show, bro. Episode 1. I felt like that was good. That was a nice little table setter for what we're gonna see this year. We got the predictions out of the way, so now we can talk about other things as the year goes on. We talked about Bronny James. Didn't expect that today. Didn't have that on my bingo card, but we talked about Bronny James. Everything will be chaptered if you're watching the VOD. If you're listening to us audio only, make sure you come and check out the YouTube channel. But I'm gonna let y'all give y'all little outros out. Y'all ain't safe though. Y'all need to pay close attention to every single NBA game for the next week, because on next week we are closing out the show with what team he on, and y'all facing against each other. We ain't do that before. It's always been the newbie gets it, but nah, B Ward think he's safe. Y'all are facing against each other. Steven, when I tell you,
jersey numbers count. Do jersey numbers count?
Nah, you ain't getting jerseys at all. They gonna be blacked out. You gonna see face. So, you know what I mean? If you need to study 2K, my boy, like, dude.
I know his position, my boy.
You don't get for nah, bro. Everybody about to be the same height in the edits. Y'all, you better study. You better study. We gonna find some kind of, nothing crazy, but we gonna find some kind of stipulation if you lose.
I'm gonna win. I'm not concerned.
You shouldn't be concerned. B-Ward be skating past these as if like he cool. Nah, man. I was watching the Nick one. Brandon was confused, bro. He didn't know half of them. So I'm ready for this, man. I'm ready for this. Real quick before we head out of here, let me give some love to chat. Once again, appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We'll be back Tuesdays. Tuesdays is the normal time for us, but if, you know, like this, if the opportunity comes up, we might change it till Monday. But the show is every night or every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. PST, 11 Eastern. Look at me, quick maths. Chat, Clips in 6. Young Dashiki standing on business, even though he has his sad Will Smith meme with the Clipper hat on. Edgar Allan Fro, aka Cap, going with Reed Shepard as a 6-man. So, you know, to Steven's point about not getting playing time coming off the bench, Cap likes that. Joe is saying for the Lakers, I'm banking on them having better coaching to drag that garbage roster to the 5 spot. The Lakers lost like 7 to 9 games solely because of Ham is a slow human. All right. So glad I read Joe's comment. Shout out to Joe, friend of the show. And we talked about Steven Castle. Yeah, MVP Luka Doncic, clutch player to LeBron James. You know, I can see him. I can see him getting that award for sure. I could definitely see him getting that award. You know, LeBron has every award but that, so I can see that happening for sure. Bailey gave his full list. 6-man of the year, Aaron Caruso. Sorry, y'all. Alex Caruso. Victor Webenyama, defensive player of the year. Josh Giddey, most improved. Rookie of the year. That's a good choice. Bulls. I don't like him, but there you go. Matas Buzelis. I can't say his name. Kolick, runner-up. Tibbs played Kolick. Coach. We didn't say coach of the year, chat, y'all. We didn't say coach of the year.
Yeah.
Can we give a quick answer real quick? He said clutch player of the year, Jalen Brunson, MVP Luka. We didn't do coach. Real quick. Let me get it out before we go. Who's y'all coach? Who'd you say?
I didn't know they still do it.
I forgot that was the thing too, dog. Who's the coach? Who y'all got?
That's good though. That's good.
Who's the coach for OKC? What's his name again?
Yeah, right. What's his name? I know who you're talking about.
Oh, his name is Mark. Mark D. That's what.
Yeah, I can't remember the last name at all. Marky D. Is that your go?
That's that. We'll call it there, right there.
I literally wrote down Thunder coach. Like he a default coach in 2K. Who you got, Steve?
Based on my playoff predictions or rankings, I am gonna give it to. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give it to Kid.
J Kid.
I'm gonna give it to J Kid.
J Kid.
Oh no, I can't get crazy with this one because if we only get 1 or 2 changes, this might not be the one I use it on. So I gotta be smart with this, bro. Because I really wanted to go with my guy in Orlando. Because I feel like they could have a crazy start this year. I like Kid, but I'm not going with Kid. I don't know, bro. Okay, yeah. Give me oh my goodness, why is his name escaping me? Orlando Magic head coach. His name is escaping me. He was the assistant coach for the Dallas Mavericks. You guys know, whatever. I'm gonna put down Orlando head coach, but it's gonna come back to me. I'm sure I'm gonna look in the chat. Chat's gonna remind me. I know exactly who he is because I want him to coach the Knicks, and his name is escaping my brain right now. It's late. I apologize.
Orlando.
Help chat. There it is. Mark DOWNLAOD. No, I'm not even gonna try that, bro. Coach of the year, Doc Rivers. I almost did that too, but I'm not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. So
what?
I'm not gonna give the Doc. You never know.
Doc
Regular
Rivers.
season Doc might strike again, bro. Bailey saying Tom Thibodeau. Great answer. Jamal Mosley. Thank you, bro. Skate my name. Yep. Jamal Mosley of the Orlando Magic.
Oh yeah, he is their coach.
Yeah. Bro, I wanted him on the Knicks before Tom Thibodeau, but I'm glad with what we got. All right. Appreciate you guys, man. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel here, Coast to Coast. We're going to be seeing a little bit of a rebrand. The logo is going to be different next time you see it. But also, go check us out anywhere you guys get podcasts. This episode will be up tomorrow, immediately. Go listen to it if you haven't. Tell a friend, tell a family member. To my left, to my right, whatever you're seeing, I got Mr. Steven Tillman, the new member, the coach, we're going to call him. That's what his nickname going to be. We're going to nickname him Coach, because he's going to be giving us some of that insight as the season goes on. And we got the knucklehead, Mr. B. War, to my left. But for y'all know me, TK2K. Follow us on all our socials. I'm out of here. They're going to be in the description. I'm out of here. We're out of here. Great episode. How y'all feel? We good? Y'all feel good?
We good.
All right.
I ain't eat dinner.
I feel that, bro. All right, y'all. Be easy. Peace. Jamal Mosley, let's get it.
Peace.